Hi guys and welcome. So today I am going to give you a little mini guidance on how to work with our spell candles, our energy candles, our ritual candles that you get specifically from my store. My store is called Light Witch Tarot Shop, just in case you're living under a rock. But this is a question that I get asked a lot. So every time for the past 25 years when someone purchases a candle, there is no directions in there, and it brings a little sticker that tells you place your intent, right, and then work with your energy. Now I'm going to give you like a little run through on tips and tricks that you can use to enhance your candle. So today we are working with a Sacred Space candle. This is usually a 9-ounce candle, but I make them bigger and I burn them in my Sacred Space every single day while I'm doing readings. Now this is an energy of cleansing, right? So this would be considered an energy candle. So the difference is a spell candle is for when we really want to work with something at a faster rate or where we're really trying to manipulate energy. A ritual candle is for a longer term, where we are burning that candle and working with maybe manifesting something that takes a little bit longer, right? And an energy candle is the kind of candle that you can burn daily for the energy that it lets out. Now my candles contain specific blends of herbs, roots, talismans, organic made oils that I make here, so no scents. I do not make scented candles. I believe there's only 2 that are scented, but basically, in order for me to enhance this candle, the first thing that I would do, if I need a deeper cleansing in my space, I would take a shallow bowl of water and then I will place my candle in that shallow bowl. Now by doing this, what we're doing here is enhancing the energy of the candle, as water is an enhancer, right? Now the second thing that I do, which is the most important thing, is before I light my candle, and I'm gonna go ahead and lower the camera for this. So I'm going to lower the camera here and I'm going to zoom you in. So we have our candle right here. So let's say I put it in my shallow bowl of water and I'm ready to light my candle. So once again, this is a sacred space. So this is going to bring really clean energy. It's going to cleanse stagnant energy, residual energy. This is the perfect candle that is burned for when we are feeling and cleansing our energy, our house, or where we're feeling a lot of residual energy in our house, which can happen a lot after a very busy day, a busy week. You know that you need cleansing when you go into your house and you feel like you have to rearrange the whole thing because it feels crowded, but it's not, all right? So that means that there's a lot of energy there. So I always have this candle burning in the corner while I'm doing readings, just to keep the energy cleansed because I'm very active in the witchery, right? So here I have my candle. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add my energy to the candle, right? So what I like to do is I like to rub my hands, just like this. You just want to create a ball of energy with your hands. And I like to rub my hands until I feel a little tingle, right? So kind of like when we go like that, you can feel that tingle. That energy is ready there. Now what I like to do is I like to take my hands from the bottom, right? And just close my eyes and really pull from energy from my womb and bring it into the candle. And then I want to kind of cover the top. Here I will speak my intents. So may this room be cleansed from stagnant energy. May any residual energy be removed. May this become a sacred energy space. With this I harm none, so blessed be, so mote it be. And that's it. And now after I've speak my intent to it, I light my candle, right? So this is something that I've already done to all of the candles that are purchased, right? But what I always tell people is to add your own energy. So let's go ahead and pretend that this is a money candle. All of our prosperity, abundance candles are the best sellers, right? People will buy them over and over again because it works for them. And these candles, when you get your package, you realize you get the chills. And I have a lot of people ask me, why is that? They're very potent. Not only do I say a blessing over them. I also have a specific drumming that I do in order to charge your candle with frequency, right? And that is why when you touch them, you feel that. Now, if this was a money candle, and what I'm doing here is an open spell. So now let's talk about this being a spell money candle. So like the 7-day abundance candle. And I'm going to do opening prosperity and abundance into my home. First that I would like to do is I would probably like to burn this as close to my front door as possible, right? And basically I'm going to burn it as close to my front door. And then I'm going to definitely set it in a shallow bowl of water, and I'm going to speak my intent. Now your candle comes with the intent of prosperity and abundance coming to you, right? So a tip here is put it by the front door. Another tip here is adding some crystals next to it. So we can maybe add pyrite, we can maybe add a lodestone, we can maybe add clear quartz, green aventurine, right? And basically I want to speak a personal intent. So I know my candle is already ready to be burned, right? So open abundance, open money, open all of those great things. But let's say I have a situation, and this is why I'm going to do the spell, right? So let's say I want to be able to pay my rent at the end of the month, right? So we're gonna rub our hands again. We're gonna create that friction. We're gonna create that energy. We're gonna go downward, up. We're gonna close our hands at the top, and I'm going to speak that intent. Now, this is where you want to be super clear, right? So if I want to make sure that I pay my rent on time, I'm going to say exactly that, right? So if you work with a deity, if you work with a goddess, a god, this would be a great time to bring them in and ask them for your guidance. So let's say I would want to work with the energy of Mother Yemaya. So I would ask Yemaya if you could please assist me in this spell. I am trying to pay my rent at the end of this month. I am open to receiving abundance and prosperity as I do the work to really get this going, right? So as you can see, when we speak our intent, we're going to be very to the T of what we want from this candle. But I'm also saying I'm willing to do the work, right? A lot of times we burn spell candles and all we do is light them and we just sit there, and hopefully the love of our life is going to walk through our front door, which is not the case. When we're working with spells, when we're working with manifesting, it's not about playing a sound for 72 hours, you guys. It's about really putting in the work. And how long is it going to take? I don't know. And that's a question. How long am I going to see results here? You have your scammers that will say 72 hours and you'll get your results. Guys, I don't know. Sometimes it could take a week. Sometimes it could take 1 week. I've had people that burn their candle and 2 days later something good happens. And I have people that have constantly worked on it because there could be a lot of blockages. We just need to make sure we're doing the work. When you're speaking your intent, which your intent is your spoken spell, into your candle, you need to be extremely specific with the energy that you're calling in. Right, and you need to put balance there, which this is the energy that I want, but I'm also willing to put in the work, right? Now, anytime that I do money spells or I work with money candles for me, for the community, for clients, I will also say, you know, just keep it in a way that we're not being greedy, right? So I will also ask for abundance in other ways, in other forms, right? And I will also ask the candle to lift any blockages that there might be around the person and why they are struggling in that specific thing. So if it's a love candle, I will ask for that. Always make sure that you ask for whatever blockages are keeping me from achieving this. May they be lifted as I worked my way to making this happen, right? So make sure that you speak like that. Now, as I said, you can do different things, you know, you can put it in your altar and dress your altar as you want. Now, the thing with altars is that there are so many books out there that tell you you have to set your altar like this, you have to do it like this, you have to do it like this, and by the time we're done reading this, we're just like, oh my gosh. The best way that you can set your altar is to follow your inner rhythm. You know, let's say you're burning out money candle, but you have your ammonite and your ammonite is calling you to be next to the money candle. Please do that, right? What we really want here is to really tap into your own intuition rather than what you've been told to do. The reason is I've been doing this for over 25 years, and what works for a lot of people may not work for me. So the way that I see my elders do things, they don't tell me, okay, verbatim, this is what you do. They say, you need to find something that works for you. So what works for my elders, right, which when I was younger, I'm like, well, I'm going to do it just like that. Maybe it didn't work for me. And maybe I had to find a way around it with my own energy. The most important thing when working with any energy candle is to truly believe in yourself, to truly allow the curiosity to guide you, to truly ask for blockages, right? So if you're looking for love in your life, but you know that you still need to heal from a past heartbreak, I would start with working with a self-love candle. Before jumping into the love candle, I want to work with self-love because I want to allow myself to heal. I want to allow myself to love myself again before I jump into another relationship. If I am wanting abundance, you know, it's almost like the saying in voodoo that we have in Puerto Rico is, don't go to the ocean and ask her for a thimbleful of water. The universe is endless and it has endless offerings for you. We need to be verbatim in what we want, right? So a lot of times we'll grab a candle and we'll say, may abundance overflow my house, right? May prosperity be around us. But the universe is saying, is there a specific kind? You know, like what are we doing here? Now, another thing that I recommend is not using the word hope. Hope is a beautiful thing. We're run by it, but when we're working with spells, when we're working with rituals, when we're working with energy, we want beyond hoping. We know this is going to happen. So be very stern with your words, right? We leave the hope for later, right? And just make sure that anytime that you're working with a spell, don't just burn it and forget it. Do not leave your candle burning unattended. These are energy candles. Any type of candle for that matter should never be left unattended. These candles tend to have a stranger flame than others. Second of all, when you start your spell, stick to it, right? It's not about me burning a money candle today and then forgetting about it and then a week later saying it's not working. Are you doing the steps that you need to be doing in order to push this energy through? Every day when you're working a spell, sit with your altar, light your candle for a little bit. Think about the intent. Think about the manifesting that you want. Become the frequency. We cannot ask the universe, oh, I want more abundance. I want more prosperity. But then me going out there, giving everybody dirty looks, thinking I'm better than everyone, because that's me not being in the frequency. So if I'm working with the energy of abundance and prosperity, I may go out there and just smile at everybody. Even if they're looking at me all weird, I may smile at them because I am being in that frequency. So hopefully this helps you guys with those candles. Any questions that you have, you can email me at lightwitchtarotshop.com, at gmail.com, and you can find our candles at www.lightwitchtarotshop.com. So thank you for coming for my weekly blog, and I'll see you guys soon. I love you. Lots of love and light to everyone, and blessed be. Bye-bye.